Ready? Let's play paper, rock, scissors. I won. What up now, Rock? Good evening, teenage human. Welcome to Advice Show. I'm not really sure what number it is. More than 2, less than 8,000. I'm Josh Shipp. Hello. Today's embarrassing childhood photo comes from Katie. This is her poolside with some sort of like Winnie the Pooh outfit. That's hot. If you have an embarrassing childhood photo, send it to me. Scan it. Send it to me. Come on. Bring it. Josh at heyjosh.com. What if my website was heyjosh.gov? That'd be awesome. Email numero 1. Hey Josh, have you ever done something you wish you hadn't, but still continued to do it anyways? Or have you done something and become so numb to it that it doesn't faze you anymore? I have struggles that I'm going through that I'm sure everyone goes through, guys at least, but I can't seem to stop what I'm doing. It's been going on for 8 years. Please respond. From Zach. Zach, you're being a little vague as to what this problem is, but I think I know what you're going through. You're talking about Perez Hilton, the blog, aren't you? Can't get off of that. Right, the photos, oh, they're just like us. The circle area, Tom Cruise drinking water just like you do. So, Zach, I'm not sure why you're being vague. I don't know, maybe just didn't want to come out and say and confess it to some online advice dude that you may or may not know that well. But if I had to use my magical powers, Zach, I would guess that you, my friend, are addicted to online pornography. He said pornography. This show is now rated MA-17. The stats on teens and their exposure to pornography is ridiculous, right? Average age, first time someone sees pornography, 11 years old. Crazy. And 80% of 15 to 17-year-olds have admitted to viewing porn online. So here's the thing. Why did I bring this up? It's not to try to embarrass you or something. It's to say, hey man, you're not the only one that is going through this. So don't be a hero. Don't feel like you have to deal with this on your own. Now it's really easy for people to write this off and be like, oh, it's just a guy thing. Oh, it's just a guy thing. No, it's a girl thing too. Lots of girls are having issues with this. So I want to sort of give you a couple pieces of advice. Number 1, you need to tell somebody about this, like another dude that's probably going through the same thing you are. You need to talk to that dude, that friend of yours, someone you can trust, you wouldn't be embarrassed about. Because the whole thing about addictions is that the more that you can keep it a secret and keep it in the dark, then the bigger and hairier and stronger it grows, and it grips you and it puts you in a full Nelson headlock, and then you tap out. That's no good. So you need to talk to another dude about this, and you guys can talk about it, you can hold one another accountable, you can talk about it, you can help each other get through this challenging issue. Second piece of advice I would have for you is that you need to download X3 Watch. You can go to www.x3watch.com and download it. This is a free program from my friends. My friends actually made this program. And what it is basically is it's a program that goes onto your computer and it monitors the websites that you visit, and then it sends an email to your friend, that dude I said you should talk to, if you go to some websites you shouldn't. And also you can block certain websites. So if if you're like having troubles like you just addicted to porn, you want to watch it all the time or whatever, you can block all that. Or maybe it's like gambling websites, you can block all that. Or maybe it's just something like random, right? Like you can't get off ESPN.com and you won't do your homework and you're about to flunk out of school. You can put that in there and it would be blocked out for you. So download that. Don't be a hero. Don't try to do this on your own. You need some accountability and you need to put up some roadblocks. So please do those two things. Don't put them off. A lot of people are struggling with this. It's really wild how this has taken over our generation, the teenage generation as well. So very important. Don't be a hero. Don't do this on your own. Take action today. One final piece of advice I would have for you, man, is just like look at the pattern, right? I mean, porn is an addiction, and like any other addiction, it's full of lies, right? It says, oh, this is gonna be fun, you're gonna feel better, and it's gonna give you like this, some sort of high or something, you're gonna feel really good. But ultimately in the end, like you feel lonely and depressed and confused and embarrassed and awkward and all that. So just remember that, don't think about the instant gratification, sort of the shininess of it, but think about, oh man, when I engage in that particular habit, that thing, whatever that is, I just end up feeling like garbage. So focus on that. Like, I don't want to feel like garbage. Get a friend, talk to them about this, download X3 Watch, knock this sucker out. I'm going to get my lean back on. Laid back. Hey Josh, one of my very good friends has had the same boyfriend for about a year now, but lately they have been very on and off. He does not respect her that well, even though he is plenty nice, and they've been breaking up every other week. I'm not good at dealing with emotions and breakups at all. She has been a good friend to me, and I don't want this to ruin our friendship. What should I do? From Carly. Man, this sounds like a Chris Brown song in the making or something. So Carly, I think what your question is like you see your friend going through this sort of rough relationship, so what should you do? Should you just stand, by and not do anything and watch her sort of be miserable with this like roller coaster of crazy emotions? Or should you step in and say something and risk maybe upsetting her? I think my advice would be is that you should step in and say something to her. Because here's the thing, oftentimes you need to tell people what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. Right? You need to tell your friend what she needs to hear. That maybe she needs to get rid of this dude and look at the patterns and on again, off again. Oh, I love you. Oh, I hate you. Oh, I love you. Oh, that's just exhausting. Maybe here's what you should do, right? Just ask her some questions. Ask her questions about what would be the perfect guy for her. What sort of qualities would he have? What sort of person would he be? What kind of friends would he have? What would he spend his time doing? Those sort of things. And maybe you can just do that, right? It's like the subtle ninja technique of, without having to come out and say, that dude's a total jerk, right? So that would be my phase 1 attack. Is just, in no way trying to tell her what to do. Just ask her some of those sort of quality questions that would maybe get her thinking, this guy I'm with actually isn't what I want, so why should I be wasting my time? And I think ultimately in these situations, when you see your friend going through something challenging, you need to help. You should help. That's what a real friend is for, right? It's when you're going through tough things, right? Not just, hey, do you want to go to the Silver Sun Pickups concert with me? Yay, fun, whatever. But it's for times like this, when you're struggling a bit and when you're going through some challenges and things like that. So please step in, ask her some quality questions, give her some advice. Ultimately, though, you got to let her make her own decision. But I think if you ask her some good questions, give her some good advice, her life will not end up like a Chris Brown song. That would not be fun. If you, dear viewer, would like to ask me a question, or maybe you would like to hug the pillow, not really sure what that means, you can go to heyjosh.com or call 877-HEY-JOSH. Until next time, I am Josh Shipp, in your face but on your side.